Dear soul, this reading is not soft. It is not cute. It is not here to comfort your illusions. This message is brutal because it exposes what your heart has been trying to avoid. And I need you to stay with me until the very end because the truth will not only explain what's been happening, it will also show you what to do next. Before we begin, like this video, breathe in slowly, and type trip 7 in the comments to call in protection and positivity. Not because a comment magically fixes your life, but because it marks a decision. I'm done running from the truth. Now listen. You have been tormenting yourself with one specific story. You keep telling yourself, there is another woman. You keep picturing a third party. You keep imagining someone stealing their attention, their love, their time. But dear soul, the truth is even more brutal than that. There is no other woman. There is something colder. There is a crippling lack of interest, not because you are unlovable, but because your person has become emotionally numb in a way they don't even fully understand. Yes, I said it, and I know your stomach just dropped, because it's easier to fight a third party than to face this kind of silence. If there was someone else, at least it would mean your person still has passion somewhere. At least it would mean they still feel alive. But what if the real third party isn't a person? What if the third party is their mind? What if the third party is fear? What if the third party is the endless storm inside them that has drained their ability to stay present, to stay warm, to stay connected? That's what we're uncovering today. And the question becomes, why is the interest fading? Is it someone else? Is it a health issue? Is it pressure? Is it addiction to distraction? Is it emotional burnout? Is it guilt? Is it hidden shame? Is it fear of commitment? Or is it something even deeper? Something they don't want to admit. Stay with me, dear soul, and like this video and subscribe. Because if you keep absorbing confusion without truth, it will poison your love life. You don't need more guessing. You need clarity. Here is the first harsh reality. 1. Your person is not busy. They are mentally overloaded. You keep thinking, maybe they're just stressed, but it's not normal stress. Your person is dealing with a storm of thoughts that keeps them from enjoying the present moment. They are trapped in loops. What if? What if? What if? Until everything feels dull. Even love starts to feel like pressure when the mind is already screaming. And dear soul, when someone lives inside their head too long, they start to lose touch with their own emotions. They don't stop loving overnight. They stop feeling clearly. That is why they can look at you and still not know how to show up. Not because you're not enough, because they are not emotionally available to themselves. Type TY4 if you still love your person, even through confusion. Because loving someone through their internal war is not weakness. But I'm also going to teach you boundaries, because you are not here to be destroyed by someone's silence. 2. The third party energy you feel is real, just not a person. Let me say this in a way your soul can understand. You sensed a third party because you felt competition. You felt replaced. You felt like something was getting more of them than you were. And it was. But the thing taking them isn't a woman. It's their overthinking, their avoidance, their escapism, and sometimes their private emotional shutdown. Their phone, their distractions, their work obsession, their numb habits, their scrolling. They're sleeping too much or staying up too late. Their I'm fine mask. Dear soul, the third party is the version of them that runs away from intimacy when it gets real. And yes, that is painful because you have been trying to love someone who keeps slipping out of your hands, not into another person's arms, but into their own inner prison. 3. They are pretending because they don't want to be the villain. This is where the truth gets sharper. Your person knows you can feel the shift. They know you notice the distance. They know your eyes have been searching their face for reassurance. And instead of speaking honestly, they've been giving you half love, enough to keep you hoping, enough to keep you waiting, enough to keep you tied to the idea of them. Why? because they don't want to hurt you and they don't want to be seen as cruel. So they choose the coward's path: silence, mixed signals, delays, excuses. And dear soul, mixed signals are still a message. It's the message of someone who wants the comfort of you, without the responsibility of fully showing up. But here's the twist: it's not always manipulation. Sometimes it's fear. They fear they can't maintain consistency. They fear they'll fail you. They fear you'll see how broken they feel inside. So they pull back, and then they miss you, and then they come close again. A push-pull cycle, and it drains you. 4. Their lack of interest is not the full truth. It's the symptom. Listen carefully. Your person's lack of interest is not always about you. Sometimes it's about their mental and emotional capacity. When you first met, everything felt new. Your person had energy. They had curiosity. They had hunger for life. And you thought, finally, someone who sees me. But over time, their mind began to overanalyze every situation. They started worrying about outcomes that didn't even happen yet. They started fearing the future, fearing commitment, fearing responsibility, fearing being judged, fearing being trapped, fearing being abandoned, sometimes all at once. And that constant internal noise drained the excitement. So when they look at you now, it's not that you suddenly became less. It's that their nervous system is tired. Their spirit feels heavy. Their mind is crowded. They can still love you deeply and still struggle to express it. That's what makes this so confusing, because you can feel their love like a faint signal, but you also feel their absence like a cold room. 5. They don't want to make promises they're not sure they can keep. This is another harsh reality. Your person has reached a point where they don't trust their own consistency. They don't trust their moods. They don't trust their ability to stay steady. They don't trust their future self. So they pull back from commitment, from deep talks, from clarity, because clarity would require accountability. And if they say, I want you, they fear you will ask, then why are you acting like this? So instead they become vague. I don't know. Let's see. I'm dealing with a lot. You deserve better. I'm not ready. Dear soul. Those phrases often mean, I feel guilty, and I don't know how to be what you need. 6. The guilt is real, and it's making them colder. This part is shocking. Guilt doesn't always make someone apologize. Sometimes guilt makes someone distant, because every time they look at you, they remember the pain they caused. Every time you ask for reassurance, they feel pressure. Every time you love them, they feel unworthy. So instead of leaning in, they withdraw. Not because they want to lose you, but because being close to you forces them to face themselves. And they are not ready. They are stuck in a vicious cycle. Overthink, withdraw, guilt, overthink, withdraw. And you keep trying harder, which unintentionally adds pressure. So what do, dear soul? Do you keep chasing? No. Do you punish them? No. Do you disappear without a word? Not always. You do something more powerful. You become clear. 7. Here's the brutal truth reveal. Your love is not the problem, but it cannot be the cure. You are not here to heal someone who refuses to face their own mind. Support is beautiful. Patience is sacred. Loyalty is rare. But dear soul, do not confuse love with self-erasure. If your person is in a mental prison, you can stand outside the door with light, but you cannot walk in and live there with them. They must choose to unlock it. And this is where your power returns. Your person needs comfort, yes, but they also need reality. They need to feel the consequence of distance, not punishment, consequence. Because sometimes the only thing that wakes someone up is the fear of truly losing what they keep taking for granted. Type TRI9 if you are ready to call in real love. Love with consistency. Love with truth. Love with effort. 8. What your soul needs to do next. Now I'm going to give you steps, because spirituality without action becomes fantasy. Step 1. Stop accusing imaginary third parties. You've been fighting shadows, and it's exhausting you. The real issue is their emotional availability. Step 2. Ask one clear question, not 10 questions. 1. Do you want to work on this connection with me? Yes or no? Watch the response, not the words, the energy. Step 3. Set one boundary. I cannot stay in a connection where I feel emotionally abandoned. This is not a threat. This is self respect. Step 4. Detach from their confusion. Detachment is not hate, it is peace. It is saying, I love you, but I will not drown with you. Step 5. Pray for clarity, not obsession, because obsession keeps you trapped in their silence. Clarity frees you. And now, dear soul, we seal this message with a prayer. Type 6 if you believe love can rise again, but only with truth, effort, and divine guidance. Dear God, thank you for the beautiful connections in my life. Bless my relationships with love and wisdom. Teach me to nurture what is real and release what is only confusion. Lord, place peace in my heart where anxiety has been living. Give me discernment to recognize truth, even when it hurts. Help me communicate clearly, not from fear, not from desperation, but from dignity and faith. Let my words be honest, calm, and powerful. If there are delays or unexpected situations, grant me patience and adaptability. Teach me to wait without losing myself. Teach me to love without abandoning myself. Guide me toward financial stability and emotional stability so I can enjoy life's simple pleasures and build a future rooted in peace. Bless my home with harmony. Bless my mind with clarity. Bless my heart with strength. And if this connection is meant to heal, let it heal with action, truth, and accountability. If it is not meant to continue, then lead me gently to what is meant for me, without regret, without fear, without looking back. Thank you for your abundant blessings. In your name I pray. Amen. Like this video and type Amen to claim this prayer. And remember, dear soul, you were never meant to beg for warmth. You were meant to be loved in the open, not in the shadows.